Hello, welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog. We are in China. Just so crazy. We've done so much travel this year and so much international travel. It's been a lot, but we're really excited to be here. We landed yesterday afternoon and the bride and her father picked us up at the airport and we drove about 2 hours out to where they're actually from, which is called Baoding. It's southwest of Beijing. So we drove out here and then had an amazing home cooked meal. Like her mom was making dumplings from scratch. Like it was so amazing and delicious. And then we went to bed because we were just dead. Sam actually stayed up the entire flight to China from Chicago, direct flight from Chicago to China, 13 hours. He played his Switch the entire flight. He's behind the camera making this like power move because he's so proud of himself. He's insane. I watched 2 movies, I finished my book, I took a nap, I did a lot of things and he just played video games for 13 hours. So we went to bed and even though we were exhausted, especially Sam, we still woke up at like 3 or 4 in the morning because time change and we were like, okay, I think we could wake up. But then we both ended up falling back to sleep for a little bit and then woke up at like 7. Had some breakfast. We had these amazing, what are they called? For breakfast?
We have youtiao.
Youtiao?
I think huarpian.
Is that the one with the sugar? Oh my gosh.
It
was like a circular dough, fried dough with sugar on it. It was so delicious.
It's like funnel cakes, but
it was like funnel cake, but not squeezing the dough out. It was just like, it was all like an elephant ear basically. No powdered sugar, but it was amazing. And then we just have sort of hung out this morning and now everybody is showered and refreshed. And I think we're gonna venture out. I have no idea where we're going or what we're doing. We have some prep work, I think, at least to get done today, but the wedding is tomorrow. So there are some things we have to finish up today. And then I think also just a little bit more rest and kind of getting prepared because we have to get up super early tomorrow. One of the traditions that's part of a Chinese wedding is the groom has to go to the bride's house and get her family to open up the doors. So he has to entertain them and make them laugh and all these things to open up the doors. And he has to get her back here to the apartment that we're staying in by 7. So we have to leave here at 5 to go to her house to entertain, to open up the doors. So I think the plan is to wake up at 3 tomorrow morning, get ready. The videographers are showing up at 4 to do like, you know, him getting dressed and hugging his parents goodbye because they're staying here to wait for him. That's the apartment we're staying at right now is the groom, his parents, and then his 2 groomsmen, which is Sam and then another friend from America. So yeah, tomorrow morning is gonna be crazy. So I think we're also just trying to take it a little easy today and rest and get to bed early so that we are ready to go at 3 a.m. tomorrow.
爸爸妈妈，
来来来，往前走，
第三，
来来，一块小伙子们给我。
爸爸开门喽！爸爸开门喽！开门，开门，请给我的椅子。You please, please come with me, please. I love you so much. Come with me. She said yes. Follow me. I'll show you this because this is incredible. So we had designed this months ago with exactly what was going to be looked like, and so now this is it. I present to you our wedding venue. This is incredible. Yes. As you can see here, we've got even a boom camera. We're going to be recording stuff. We're going to be entering stage. We're going to have a whole entire traditional Chinese wedding here. If you can see us, we're going to walk down here. She can't see. Yue is going to have a veil on. We're gonna bring her. She has to jump over the pot of fire. She's gonna have to kick the apple from the horse's saddle, and then we can come up here and the wedding can start again.
朋友们今天在这里见证一对新人的爱情。那么他们接下来呢将会射3箭，有请 Best Man，Welcome the Best Man，Step forward， 射3箭。老少爷们们 ，One to the sky，Please， 有请。1箭射天，天赐良缘；2箭射地 ，To the earth， 地配一双；3箭神力定乾坤，To the future。火上过，日子红红又火火，一块儿檀香木，雕成玉满，新娘来，请新人跪，风调雨顺一叩首。Please review the bride， 见花容。来，朋友们，一看唇，蠢蠢欲动。2看眼，眼花缭乱；3看眉，喜上眉梢。掌声送给新人，新人 embrace each other， 起名叫做大红桃，希望夫君日子蒸蒸日上，红红火火，请夫君闻香品茗。新郎玉比的这姿势啊，还真是有这样一点味道，非常的好。结婚以后当何以相称呢？来，话筒给声音。结婚以后当何以相称
？Mom。Yes。
结婚以后当何以相信
？Would you like to have some tea？
请家长闻香品茗。
哦。
我们要问的就是结婚以后当何以相称？
妈妈。
结婚以后当何以相继？
妈，亲和看。
请家长请相明。
When 2 people from different cultures bring to each other and realize that they are so much alike, they enjoy the same things, they appreciate life in the same way, and they love each other so much for their similarities and their differences. That is amazing. Thank you for making us a part of this amazing family. Blending our families together, we are thrilled to now have a wonderful daughter and are excited to be a part of this new dynamic family and are blessed to share in all the wonderful things that I have for you and you.
各位女士、各位先生、各位同事、各位同学、各位领导、各位亲朋好友、各位来宾，大家好！
没事没事，你们好，你们好。我要说，谢谢你们来这里参加我们的家婚。
真正的老师，好好的以后去教导他，把他培养成一个中国女婿，好不好？朋友们，掌声送我们的新人，来，有请。
to make a toast. My son and my daughter-in-law. I wish them good luck, health, and I'm in love with both of them. And I'm so happy that your family's with our family.
Cheers to family.
I want to cheers to my son and daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
What a beautiful day, a beautiful wedding. What a wonderful gathering of family and friends that we felt of ourselves. Here's to your future, and here's to our future grandchildren. Hey!
Oh! Good morning. I'm laughing as I'm saying that because we went to bed at 5 p.m. Like legit went to bed. So yesterday was amazing. I mean, we got up at 3. We did all kinds of things. So many incredible traditions that are part of the Chinese culture when it comes to weddings. And then the actual ceremony was in the middle of the day. Actually, it was like lunch. The ceremony started at noon and then actually started at 11:58 exactly because that was the luckiest time based on the moon. So it started at 11:58. The ceremony was mostly in Chinese, as you saw, but it was still beautiful and exciting to watch, and they translated some things. And I said this in my last wedding vlog, like watching your friends get married. I just love it. It makes me so happy. And seeing them both so happy. And then we ate and ate and ate and drank and drank and drank. And then we came back to the apartment and everybody like put on comfy clothes and we kind of kept drinking a little bit. And then at like 4 or 5-ish, I was like, I kind of want to take a nap if we're gonna like, the bride said that her family was coming over. We were gonna like all eat dinner together. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna take a nap if we're gonna have to like keep functioning. So I went to lay down and then Sam came and lay down with me. And all of a sudden I woke up and it was midnight. And I was like, what happened? I was just mind blown. And so like I went outside and everybody else was asleep too. And I was like, well, did they stay up and do things or did they also go to bed early? Like, well, I tried to look at like the kitchen and try to figure out what happened. Very disorienting. No idea what happened. And so then I came back and went back to sleep. And at that point I had a dream that like they'd all stayed up and done fun things without us and we slept through it. Slept for a little while and then woke back up at like 4:35-ish and was like, all right, well, now I've slept for like almost 12 hours and it's probably time to just stay awake. So I read, I started reading The Daily Stoic. If you follow Amy Landino, you've heard about this book. She raves about it. And it doesn't officially start until tomorrow, but there's like an introduction section. So I went ahead and read the introduction and then I started reading The Curated Closet because I finished Good Morning, Good Life, although I'm gonna count it as one of my 2020 books, just FYI, even though I technically finished it in 2019. So I kind of did that, and then everybody else sort of woke up at like 7-ish, and I was like, so? And they said they went to bed like an hour or two after us. So they also crashed early and then just slept. And the bride and groom like didn't even wake up at all. Like the rest of us kind of were disoriented and woke up a little bit. They've also been here for a couple weeks, so they were pretty adjusted to the time change. And they slept for like 17 hours straight, which I'm sure they needed because they both didn't sleep well like the night before the wedding. So now everybody is awake and I think we're all gonna go get some breakfast. And I don't know, I have no idea what the plans are today or for the rest of the time that we're here. The one thing that I said I really wanna make sure we do is go to the Great Wall. We're about 2 hours outside of Beijing. So we might end up going to spend a night or two there. Kind of depends on all the things that we want to do. And we have to figure all that out. And nobody really was going to sit down and plan it until after the wedding was over. So that is.
It's called chayedan. Chayedan literally means tea leaf egg. They soak it in tea and a couple other ingredients. Like I'm sure they put in sugar, probably a little salt. It's a sweeter and saltier egg.
You did excellent.
Okay, take a bite.
This is really good.
Good?
I would try, baby. Right.
All right, I will try it. I will try a bite. It's like a more flavorful hard-boiled egg.
Yes. Yeah, it's good, right?
Yay! And what was the other thing that we were eating, Sam?
Jianbing. That's what this is?
Yeah.
Jianbing.
Which means?
Jianbing literally means egg pancake.
And
Or
so
egg cake.
it was like a egg wrap. And inside it had like, it felt like crunchy tortilla chips and lettuce.
Yeah, I like the
It's
tortilla
like a
chips.
sweeter country tortilla chips. They had lettuce in it. So they get it scraped. They crack an egg or two.
Okay.
Spread around.
That's how they do the outside.
They'll put like a flat cracker in. Sometimes they'll put like sesame, poppy seeds.
Okay, yeah, there was some kind of seed something in there. For a second I thought it was garlic, but I wasn't sure.
Sometimes they'll put on other stuff. Sometimes, depending on what they put in different meat. Troy asked for a hot dog.
How was your hot dog one, Troy? Oh, chicken. Hello.
This-
And then what are we drinking? What is this?
It's called youtiao. Youtiao is a fried stick.
Oh, you're talking about the stick. What's the drink?
This is doujiang. Doujiang is soy milk.
Yeah, but it's sweet.
Yes, so they sweetened it.
This one, they put sugar in it.
Okay, it's really good. Sam's gonna ruin ours with the stick.
Yeah, but that's how we eat it.
Oh, that's how you're.
This
the president.
the president of China would drink this. Xi Jinping would drink this.
Wow.
So in China, they don't eat birthday cake.
So usually
for
you
their
eat that
birthdays
after,
because that's
after
American
you eat
tradition.
your fish.
Although they are starting to
with
slowly.
digestion.
There's bakeries that offer cakes like this behind there. As an American
It's hard.
tradition, people
Yeah,
do
this is
start
made in
celebrating
China.
with birthday cakes. But in China, what they'll do is they'll eat noodles. These are handmade noodles with a little bit of sesame sauce, majiang, and there's also some cucumber, a little bit of cilantro. Because noodles, when they make nice and big and long, what it means is they have a long life.
Oh my gosh, look at that duck.
Oh my gosh, yes!
我又到了一节，咱们为北京
好，
干一个。
我祝你生日快乐，我祝你生日快乐，我祝你生日快乐，我祝你生日快乐。
Make a wish! Make a wish! Happy New Year! It is officially 2020 here in China. It's still not even close to 2020 back home in the States. We did not stay up till midnight last night. We had a wonderful day hanging out with her parents. They made us lunch and then went and got dinner. And we just like literally hung out and spent the day with them at their house. And it was really nice. It was really relaxing. It was also the father of the groom's birthday. So we spent a lot of the day celebrating him and singing and cake and, you know, American birthday traditions, but it was fun to spend it together, and it's been a wonderful time. Her parents are just the sweetest people. So last night when we said goodbye, we thought we were saying goodbye to them, and then they showed up this morning with breakfast at our other apartment. And then her mom gave me this beautiful silk scarf. They're just like the most hospitable people that I've ever met in my whole life. But we decided not to push it and stay up last night so that we could get up early this morning and head into Beijing. So we're all kind of packing up and getting ready to go, and we're gonna go spend our last 2 nights here in Beijing. And
Sam says hi.
Sam says hi. And do some of the touristy things. The Forbidden City, the Great Wall of China, all the touristy things, hopefully some karaoke. That's what I really wanna do. But that is it for our stay here in Baoding, which was where the bride is from. It's been really cool to see like a lot of traditional culture. And you know, you come to countries and you stay in the major cities and you see the big things, and we are gonna do some of that. Obviously, I feel like you can't come to China and not go to the Great Wall. It's kind of like not seeing the Taj Mahal, like we were gonna see the Taj Mahal, but it's been really, really nice to spend time with her family and the bride and groom and just have some time together. So I am gonna go finish packing up, and by finish I mean help Sam finish packing because he's all done. All right, we are waiting to get on the train to Beijing. We actually ended up we're taking like the, what's it called? The fast train?
Gautier.
The Gautier, which means it's literally direct here from Baoding to Beijing. It's 43 minutes. It goes like 200 kilometers per hour, somebody said. Is that, we're not sure how fast, but fast, because it's what was a 3-hour drive to get here in a car is gonna take us 43 minutes on a train. So one of the things they do here though is you're assigned a train car and assigned a seat. So, and then it's on the ground in front of the train. So we found where our train car is to get on like our train car, and then we have assigned seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, our train will soon arrive at Beijing railway station. Please get ready.
All right, we made it to Beijing. 1 super fast train and 2 subway rides later, and now we're here. The subway was so much cleaner than the New York City subway, but we are in our hotel room. So I thought I would give you a quick tour before, well, it's still light out because it's not as much fun to see a hotel room. Also, I talk about this in every vlog, the windows. Look how great. So this is the bathroom, super spacious. Toilet, I like the little hamper. It's got a nice big sink and counter space, mirror, all kinds of awesome amenities, and water. I love when other countries provide water in the hotel rooms that doesn't cost extra money. I feel like that doesn't exist in America unless you have status. And then the bathtub is the best part of this whole room. We have not had a ton of hot water at her apartment out in Baoding, so I am so excited to fill up that entire bathtub with super hot water and just soak. It's gonna be amazing. All right, and then we come out here, there's a full-length mirror right there, and then it switches from tile into carpet. This is a Park Plaza, so it's an American name hotel. And then there's like a little, I guess it could be a seating area that Sam has since claimed for his suitcase. What's down here? There's like a, oh, I guess if you want to do laundry maybe. And then the closet area, which has a little safe. Oh my God, it comes with little slippers and robes and just, you know, nice little towel area. King size bed, at least that's what it says. It looks a little bit small, but I mean, we don't care. We've been sleeping in a full this whole week. So then over here we have our TV. Actually, Troy's mom just asked, oh, we do have a fridge, so we can stick. We brought some extra drinks, some vodka and some mixers from the house. And then, oh my gosh, look at this. It looks like there's like a tea kettle. Tea is super popular here. Oh my God, these are beautiful. Look at these mugs. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking excited. You guys, it's just so nice. And then coffee. We actually also haven't had real coffee all week, so that's gonna be really nice. This little machine, more water. And then there's a little desk area, which is, you know, typical hotel, but nice to have. Nice big window, that's how you get the good lighting. And then this lamp with another little desk and another little seating area. I wonder if this turns into a bed. We don't need it, but just, no, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. And then back to the bed. And that's pretty much it. So there's a quick room tour. So our first stop is lunch because it's almost noon. So I think we're gonna go grab something to eat around here, and then we are headed to the Forbidden City. I think at some point we're also gonna cheers to the New York New Year's because we didn't stay up to celebrate the Chinese one. Okay, so one of our rooms is a suite, so we have access to this club room. Look at this, all the tea you could ever want.
All the tea you could ever
Espresso! I'm so excited. Oh, I'm gonna have to.
Freeze cola. I'm gonna make myself a coffee.
As long as you have a key. Do you like?
Does this access?
That's your seat?
Does this access?
I cannot wait to get up and like read a book with a coffee in the morning in here.
You can see the view, those views. Oh shit.
What can you see?
Yeah, you see?
Look, it's Beijing. Oh my God.
That looks like New York.
It kind of looks like New York. But whatever, it's not New York.
This is a conference room.
This is a conference room. And then there's like a business center. There's a bathroom in case you need another bathroom. And then a business center over here.
Our own office or is it we can use?
No, it's probably like an office you can use.
Whoa.
Whoa, this is so cool.
I'm in charge.
Oh, and there's outlets.
So we're in Beijing. Of course, when you're in Beijing, you have to have some jiajiangmian. This is jiajiangmian. It's made with tiantianzhang, which is like a salty, like soy sauce-like mixture. You got some cucumber. This is fresh lamian. This is made in the Muslim side. If you can see the people over here, they're Muslim. They're a minority group. They make delicious all halal products here. When you have some, you always have to have some Muslim noodles. Jajangmyeon has some meat in it, has a little bit of peanut in it. The flavor is salty, it's refreshing, the noodles are chewy. Let me see how these are. Oh, that's good.
Good morning. We are feeling incredibly refreshed, or at least I am today. Last night after we got home from dinner, we hung out for a little bit longer, and then I took a very nice bubble bath and washed my hair for the first time in quite a few days, and it felt really good to get nice and clean. And then this bed was incredible. The pillows, that's where it's at. So when we got here yesterday, they had this thing on the bed, and it is a pillow menu. And so they've prepared, it says, to ensure you have a good night's rest, we've prepared several pillows for you. Please select your preferred ones. And there are 4 options for 4 different types of pillows. There was the cassia, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, seed pillow, which is the one that we ended up picking, the green tea pillow, a buckwheat pillow, and a spongy pillow. And it has like little descriptions for each of them. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with the pillows that we chose. The pillows are the perfect amount of squishy and the cooling effect, like they were always cold. It was just awesome. So we had a really good night's sleep. And then we just sort of spent the morning relaxing. I was reading my book, Sam was playing his Switch, and we just sort of hung out. And now we're getting ready to go to the Great Wall. So the groom's parents have arranged for like a private bus to take us over to the Great Wall. It's about a 2-hour drive outside of Beijing. But I'm really excited. I think it's really cool that we're checking off another one of the wonders of the world. I don't know which category it fits in because there's like a million different wonders of the world categories, but I know it's one of them. So we're all ready to go. I also wanted to mention something. So I feel like I talked about this when I was packing once, but I like to both straighten and curl my hair. And if in an ideal packing situation, I would take both. And like I did that for India because I had space in my suitcase, so I packed both the curling iron and the straightener. For this trip, given that we were going to be gone for so many days and had so many different events, so many different types of clothing, I was like, I really have to be picky and only pack one. So I was like, well, I should be the kind of person that learns how to curl my hair with a straightener, because I know that that's something that like a lot of people know how to do, is do like the wavy curls with a straightener. I couldn't figure it out. It just never looked good. So I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna pack the curling iron because the weddings are more important than anything else, and I will just wear my hair curly for those, and then I'll just wear my hair natural for the other days. But because I washed my hair last night, when I woke up this morning, my hair looked kind of like a disaster. Like if I had washed it this morning and then like put product in it and let it dry naturally, I could have worn it natural. Because I slept on it, I was looking kind of, it didn't look good. And I didn't want to curl it because that just felt like way too fancy to hike up the Great Wall of China, but I wanted it to look nice because I wanted to take pictures. I know we're gonna take pictures. And so I have done the opposite, and I figured out how to basically straighten my hair with a curling iron. It's not quite as good as it would be as if I had like an actual straightener, but I'm pretty impressed. Like I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So I feel like my hair at least looks nice without looking too like overdone. We're on basically a ski lift to the, not the top, but to get to the Great Wall.
Changcheng.
The Changcheng.
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 There you go. You got it.
All right, we made it to the end. Well, to the end of where the tourists get to go. This is Tower 1. This is the end. I will tell you, it's very steep. The stairs are super steep, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of.
Be careful!
All right, it is our last day here. We had such a fun day yesterday going to the Great Wall, one of those like, you know, bucket list items that you check off. And then we went to KTV, which was like something I really wanted to do, which is karaoke. And it's something that we have in the States too, especially in New York, but it was so much more epic and like fancy almost than it is in the States. Like it's the same concept where you have like a building with a bunch of rooms and you have your own private karaoke room, but there was like a million different rooms at this place. It was huge, like multiple levels, which is not what it's like in K-Town in New York. It's electronic. Sometimes it's electronic. Some of the places in New York I feel like are electronic.
I've never, but ours did not have any books whatsoever.
Yeah, there were no books. You had to search. And luckily we finally figured out that like one of the tabs on the search function, like, well, they read it, Sam read it, that stood for foreign artist. And that's where we could find all the, you know, English artists.
They had quite
and they had pretty much everything we looked for. The only thing I remember looking for that I couldn't find was the Spice Girls.
They had them.
What? You ended up finding it?
Yeah.
Anyways, we still had an amazing time. It was so much fun. A good balance of like the number of people. I feel like 7 people is like everybody gets a turn. You feel like you get to sing a lot of songs. We did 3 hours, but it's not like you were singing necessarily every song. So it was a lot of fun. Everybody took the mic at least once, and so I think everybody had a good time, but it was something I really wanted to do, so I'm glad that we did it. Also way less expensive than New York too, but that's like a common theme here. So today is our last day. We are just finishing packing up here at the hotel. We're gonna go check our bags downstairs and then go do a couple last minute exploring things around the city and then head to the airport. So we started to head out and decided that we were gonna go to this bookstore, which obviously I'm very excited about. And we went all the way down to the subway and then remembered that in order to buy just like a one-time ticket, they only take 5s and 10s. And the smallest bill that we had was a 20. So I suggested that we go to the little market across the street from the subway and get one thing, and break one of our larger bills. So we go back up the stairs, no escalators, up the stairs, which after yesterday, my legs are a little sore. And we get some little steamed pork buns. What are they called? Balls. And break one of our larger bills. So now we have all these smaller bills. So then we go back down into the subway and we go to one of the machines to start buying our tickets, and one-time tickets, and somebody who works there comes up and asks if she can help us because clearly we look like tourists. And Sam pulls out his phone and shows her like where we're trying to go, and she basically looks at it and goes, "You should probably just walk." And we look at the walk and it's like a 19-minute walk. So back up the stairs after all of that, and now we are walking to the bookstore. All right, that's it. We are headed to the airport. That is the end of our trip here in China for now. I say for now, I feel like we both know that we want to come back in the future. I mean, Sam has lived here and speaks the language and loves visiting, and I just feel like I didn't get enough time. And the country is so big. I mean, we saw the bride's hometown and then 2 days in Beijing, and it was not near enough time in either of, well, maybe in the first one, but definitely not in Beijing. And then there's so much else to see in this huge country. I am surprisingly not at all sick of the food. Like, I could continue to eat Chinese food for multiple days. It was so good, and there's such a variety. I think I mentioned that to somebody, that was one of the things I think that surprised me that you don't get represented in the US and even in New York. I mean, we have some really great Chinese cuisine and dumplings and dim sum and pork buns and I mean all the things in Chinatown, but there were still so many dishes and types of food that I had never even like thought about being Chinese food that we had while we were here, and it was all delicious and all very reasonably priced. I mean, obviously the flight ticket over here was expensive, but other than that, like everything was reasonably priced. Even like our ticket at the Great Wall, like it's just still all super reasonably priced. So that was, I mean, it makes me excited to come back and visit again in the future. So that is gonna be it. I'm gonna close out this vlog so that I can get it edited on our plane ride home, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. Can you not lick it?
Yeah,
can you just show it and eat it? I haven't washed my hair in 5 days, can you tell? What are you doing? Stop trying to focus on Sam, camera. Like, I think you should probably just walk. I just ran into the thing. The ticket at the Taj Mahal, or not the Taj Mahal, that's the wrong country.